My name is Ayobola Makinde. I am a communications associate here at Wandiview, and we're really excited to have you here. And just a bit on Wandiview, we are a dynamic and innovative company within the agricultural and nutrition sector, and we're committed to transforming the food system in Africa. And through in-depth project implementation, market development, impactful advocacy efforts, and strategic communications, we consistently deliver exceptional services to diverse clients across Africa. And our mission is to illuminate African agriculture and nutrition. I've had the privilege of working on this project with NASC to promote the adoption and buying of NASC technologies. That's our SeedCodex and SeedTracker. And that's really why we're here today. And this webinar is an avenue for us to effectively engage all our stakeholders across Nigeria's seed sector. And so it's truly a privilege to have you on here, our panelists, our guests. I see that a lot of people are still joining, and I know that many more will join us as we go. So once again, it's a pleasure to have all of you on here. I would just like to welcome Ms. Kazim as she takes a brief introduction on what we're here to do today and present today's topic as well. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Ebola, and thank you for that introduction and for the work you've been doing on this project. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you all here today. We are very excited to be discussing this topic, revolutionizing Nigeria's seed industry, the role of NASC technologies in ensuring quality and trust. We have been working on this project to promote NASC technologies. When we're talking about NASC technologies, we're talking about SeedCodex, SeedTracker, early generation seed, EGS. This is very essential to Nigeria's seed industry and the agricultural sector as a whole. One of the key objectives of this project is to mitigate the use of fake seeds and its resulting challenges, the challenges that come with fake seeds, what farmers have to suffer from. I'm sure that we can all agree this is a pressing challenge and that it needs an urgent intervention. This webinar today is an avenue to highlight the importance, the benefits of these technologies while bringing together all key stakeholders from farmers, seed companies, seed entrepreneurs, seed and all together, and other actors in the Nigerian seed industry and in the seed system to explore the role of these technologies in addressing these challenges. With that said, we will also use it to highlight how innovations in the seed industry is fostering trust, improving productivity, and driving collaboration across the seed value chain. So I would like to appreciate you all for being here today, and I believe that we're going to have an engaging, insightful conversation. Thanks again for your time. Thanks for being here, and we look forward to the conversation. Over to you, Ayebola.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Kazim, for that introduction. And we'll be moving quickly into today's discussion. And to begin our discussion today, I am pleased to introduce our keynote speaker for today, Dr. Ishaq Othman Khalid. He's the Acting Director General of the National Cultural Seeds Council, NASC, and he will be taking the presentation. But just a quick bio on Dr. Khalid. He's the Acting Director General of the NASC, as I've mentioned, and he's an intelligent seed expert trained both nationally and internationally in seed science and seed industry development. He was appointed the Acting Director General of NASC in May 2023, and of course, he has supervised lots of laudable projects aiding the implementation of a number of national and international innovations, which has further strengthened national food security in Nigeria. He has contributed immensely to the development of seed certification in Nigeria with over 33 years in certification activities and administration. As the NASC acting DG, he is charged with the responsibility of supervising the regulation and development of the Nigerian seed industry. So please let's make welcome Dr. Ishaq Othman Khalid as he presents his address today.
I recognize these very talented professionals that we have gathered here today to answer questions to the nations and other neighboring nations' needs for food and nutritional security. So I think it's an opportunity for us, and we will grab it with two hands And probably this might even bring our relationship closer in terms of communications within Seed Council, National Agricultural Seed Council, and the other partners. So sorry. I know the revolutionizing Nigerian seed industry, the role of NASC technologies in ensuring quality and trust. Trust has always been a very big factor, particularly when it comes to seed trade. That's why issues of poor quality and all that. But as we discuss, I'm sure we're going to get some answers that will aid in seeing how we continue to improve with the innovations and technologies we are bringing today. Thank you for joining us today. It is both an honor and privilege to speak to you about the topic that is central to the future of Nigeria's agricultural sector. The role of technology in revolutionizing the seed industry and ensuring quality and trust for our farmers and stakeholders across the nation. As we know, agriculture remains the backbone of Nigeria's economy, providing job security and livelihood to millions of Nigerians. The cornerstone of the successful farming lies in the quality seeds. High quality seeds are fundamental to achieving the yields that can sustain both our domestic food needs and position Nigeria as a leading agricultural exporter. However, in the market, increasing challenges by fraud, counterfeiting, and substandard products, ensuring access to genuine seeds has become more critical than ever. That is why the National Agricultural Seed Council, NASC, we have worked relentlessly to innovate and implement technologies that will ensure our farmers have access to best seeds, all while fostering trust and transparency across the entire seed value chain. Today, I want to talk to you about two key technologies that are at the forefront in this effort. An authentication technology designed specifically to help farmers verify the seeds they purchase. This innovative system allows farmers to scratch the unique code found in their seed pack, send it via SMS to 1393, and receive an instant response confirming whether the seed pack has met the minimum seed certification requirement for commercialization in Nigeria. SeedCodex is about empowering farmers, giving them the ability to authenticate the seeds they buy before planting them with simple message. Farmers can confirm whether the seeds are genuine and certified, whether they are they met necessary standards for quality. In the marketplace, but for fraudulent practices, SeedCodex is a powerful tool that helps ensure that the farmers are not misled into purchasing counterfeit or substandard seeds, protecting both their livelihood and integrity of the agricultural system. How does SeedCodex benefit farmers? Confidence in seed quality. Farmers can now verify that the seeds they plant are of high quality and have been certified by NASC. Then the second is the protection against fraud. Farmers are shielded from growing challenges of counterfeit seeds and substandard products that hinders productivity. High yields and profitability. Planting certified seeds ensures better chances of higher yields, increased productivity, and greater financial returns. Simplicity and accessibility. The technology is simple to use and farmers can scratch the code, send it via SMS, and receive an instant response. Through SeedCodex, we are promoting a culture of transparency and trust in Nigerian seed industry. The technology provides a direct link between the farmer and the quality assurance process that ensure their seeds met the rigorous standards for commercialization. This allows for our farmers to take informed decisions with confidence. Then I come to the National SeedTracker The National Seed Tracker real-time monitoring and transparency across the seed value chain. But SeedCodex is not the only technology advanced the NASC is promoting. I'm also thrilled to introduce the National Seed Tracker, an advanced web app that allows real-time tracking of seed production, of course, even from the registration for you to produce, certification, trade, and quality management. The National Seed Tracker brings greater transparency and accountability to the seed industry by enabling us to monitor and regulate the entire life cycle of seeds from production to final distribution. The National Seed Tracker serves as a digital platform that connects all stakeholders in the seed value chain, seed producers, traders, regulators, bodies, and farmers. It provides real-time access to data that allows for seamless coordination, effective oversight, and better decision-making. What makes the National Seed Tracker so important? The real-time monitoring and tracking. The platforms allow for the stakeholders to track the production and certification of seeds, ensuring that only genuine high-quality seeds are distributed. It also streamlines certification process. The tracker simplifies seed certification through e-certification, providing instant access to certification details and ensuring smooth approval of seeds before they reach the market. Then enhanced traceability. To it is the ability to trace every seed batch digitally, and system promotes accountability and helps pinpoint any issue in the supply chain quickly, allowing for immediate corrective action. Then connectivity to the stakeholders. The platform links seed producers, traders, regulators, agencies, and farmers, fostering collaboration and ensuring that every aspect of the seed value chain is closely monitored and managed. Data-driven decision. The National Seed Tracker provides crucial data that can be analyzed to identify trends, address challenges, and inform decisions that improve the quality of seeds, the overall agricultural system. The National Seed Tracker also is significant. It gives a significant leap forward in creating a digitally connected seed sector where data transparency ensures that seeds distributed in Nigeria meet the required standard of quality. By tracking every seed from production to sale, this platform enables us to not only uphold the integrity of the seed market, but also build trust among stakeholders in the industry. However, these technologies work together. While SeedCodex focuses on providing farmers with the tools to authenticate their seeds packed directly, the National Seed Tracker operates on a broader scale, overseeing the entire value chain together. They create a comprehensive system that ensures one, quality assurance from seed production to final purchases. Two, transparency and traceability, allowing farmers and stakeholders to trust that the seeds they are planting and trading are of highest quality. The third, fast response item to address any issue that may arise in seed supply chain. By leveraging these technologies, we can eliminate many of the barriers that have hindered the growth of Nigerian seed industry, providing farmers with tools, confidence they need to succeed in the increasing competitive agricultural environment. Then a call to action. As we continue to innovate and improve, a call upon all stakeholders in the agricultural sector, farmers, seed producers, regulators, traders, and policymakers to embrace these technologies. SeedCodex and National Seed Tracker are not just tools, but collective effort to build a more transparent, sustainable, and prosperous agricultural sector. Together, we can ensure that every seed planted in Nigeria contributes to a future of food security, sustainability, agriculture, and economic growth. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much, sir, for that impactful address. I believe that we have lots more context into what we're about to speak on today. And even to give us further context, we will now be taking a 5-minute presentation from the NASC team on SeedTracker and SeedCodex technologies. And to take this presentation today, we are privileged to have Dr. Folari Sunday Okelola. He's the acting registrar of the Plant Variety Protection Office, NASC. Dr. Folari is a distinguished Nigerian researcher, seed scientist, and food security advocate. He is the convener of the Seed Connect Africa Conference and Expo, and the acting registrar of the Plant Variety Protection Office at NASC. With extensive experience in the research industry, Dr. Okelola is highly skilled in molecular biology, biotechnology, and cell culture. He is a recipient of the UK Global Talent Visa for his outstanding contributions to agricultural research. Could we please make welcome Dr. Folari Sunday as he makes this presentation? Thank you so much, sir, for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ayobola, and good morning, Nigerians. Good afternoon, good evening to everybody joining us from across the globe. I am happy to be here, and I'm delighted that the leaders of the industry are also on this call. Of course, I will be speaking a little more in depth on what Dr. Ishaq Khalid, the Acting Director General of the Seed Council, my DG, had already mentioned. I will give additional information and create more awareness on the various tools or technologies that NASC is deploying. And of course, I will round up the presentation. I had 5 minutes presentation, but we'll see how this can go because this presentation cannot be made in 5 minutes, but let's see how we go. Where are we starting from? What I will be speaking about is partnership and collaboration at work, and I must commend our partners who have supported the efforts to where we got today. Of course, the main essence of the work in the council is regulatory, quality assurance, and of course, enhancement of crop productivity. And we realize that we have challenges that will limit seed adoption. Of course, the limited access to early generation seed, transparency, at the level of the companies, the farmers, the entire industry, and even the need to track the seeds from production to planting. We discovered the difficulty in tracking, and of course, that is what gave back to the different initiatives that we'll be talking about today. And the first one, like the DG mentioned, is the SeedTracker, which is an efficient monitoring and seed quality traceability tool. And so far, the tracker had been deployed to many crops ranging from cassava, yam, maize, rice, cowpea, potato, and wheat. And the council is still making effort to, deploy to other crops of interest. Of course, I won't talk too much because of time. What is the SeedTracker is an ICT tool, and it provides the digital data collection tool for the council. It offers secure individual and group accounts, and it's a way that the NASC is making effort to use digital tools in our day-to-day operation to ease operations, reduce costs, and it's makes efficiency smooth, and of course transparency. It brings real-time information to officers and to the management. The picture is what portrays how the seed tracker works, from production planning The field is registered to field inspection, the first, second, and the third inspection, and a lot of information that will request the company or the officers to produce so that I can guide the work that we are doing. Of course, these are various pictures of how the SeedTracker operates. It has both a web and mobile component. The web component is for monitoring and planning, whereas the mobile component helps our officers to input information real time for the office also to track. The second innovation is the SeedCodex, and of course, this is also a digital solution that aids, the certification process. The end of certification is the affixation of tags, and before now, our tags are dumb. Anybody can copy them and produce them in mass, but with the introduction of SeedCodex, we've been able to reduce, the faking and the counterfeiting of our tags, because this is a more enhanced technology, just like you have in the pharmaceutical industries, where you have that portion where anybody can scratch and get information real time on the product that he is buying. And it is helping us with accountability and ensuring transparency in the seed supply chain. The SeedCodex help us to see, know, and monitor. So it's a tool that help us to see the industry, to know the industry, and to monitor who is in the industry. And it's for everybody. It's for the farmers. It's for the private and public organization. Is for agricultural experts, is for breeders, is also useful for financial institutions. And at a glance, you can see all that the SeedCodex is all about. Like I said, it helps us to know, monitor the companies that we have accredited. It also helps us in a way to know, monitor the products that the company are putting, in the market space. These are just pictures of what we can do on the SeedCodex platform. It gives us relevant statistics like numbers of authentication, numbers of maybe counterfeit, and all those information is what the SeedCodex help us to track. And it helps us, of course, to take control, because we now know the companies that are active in production and those that are not active over a number of period. Let me also inform that apart from the SeedTracker and SeedCodex, the council is making effort now to introduce what we call the Niger Seed Connect. I did mention that it's partnership in work, and we are working with support of AGRA, working with Ishrika, a South African-based company, to introduce the Niger Seed Connect. When you look at the SeedTracker and the SeedCodex that we have mentioned, more on the side of the council, that it helps us to, do our activities, to monitor, to track. And of course, it has the SeedTracker, for example, has input from companies. But the new platform that we are talking about, the Niger Seed Connect, is an integrated, comprehensive data management platform that helps with analytics and also support tools. And it's almost a work in progress. I will introduce it briefly so that companies can take interest and look at how to onboard on the Niger Seed Connect. The strategic goal of the Niger Seed Connect is all that I'm seeing: reducing counterfeiting, and of course, helping to ensure that the seed in circulation is the best quality. And of course, this is going to recognize the strengthening of agricultural productivity and empowerment of farmers in the country. It's a complete flow that we have both the council and the company. So I will be introducing different components. It has a mobile app, just like the SeedTracker. And the essence of doing this is at the level of the council, we want to harmonize all our digital tools and we want to take firm control using the Nigeria Seed Connect. It also have a web platform, and it has the analytics dashboard. Over time, my Director General had always been mentioning the fact that governments need quick information now. So we are looking at the Nigeria Seed Connect to help provide that information flow. We have a demand forecasting, a seed flow, a quality assurance flow, and of course the financial overview flow. And this is what the Nigeria Seed Connect looks like, the integration of all these three components into one solid and a powerful tool for us to work together in the seed system. These are component pictures of how you can sign in, whether a farmer or the company or even the NASC staff. That's the mobile component. And of course, we have the component 2 where the companies themselves can log in. This gives the companies power to also, take stock and note what their product is. Most companies outside the country have a catalog of their product, but when you ask our companies, they don't even have such. With the Nigeria Seed Connect, companies will be able to also have documentary information of what form of product, of what crop variety, in what packages and what form that they have it. And the council can also, have more power to oversight over the industry. It does not stop at that. It creates a dashboard for the companies to also know who their active farmers are, who their active producers are, their total area, and all these are informations that the industry needs. Of course, it will help us to know the crop type and that is marketed. And these are powerful tools that the farmer at the supply end also need. So this is what the Nigeria Seed Connect is all about, and I'm using this avenue to encourage companies to reach out to us so that we can onboard them on this Nigeria Seed Connect, and this will help, commercialization of seed and aid adoption. Let me start to round up by saying the essence of all this is just for us to, get enhanced seed adoption, increase adoption of early generation seed and all other classes of seed, promote transparency in the industry, in our certification process, in the way the companies do their work, for even the farmers to appreciate the effort that companies are putting into seed production and development. And of course, to enhance trust between farmers, seed producers, and even we, the regulators. And finally, increase productivity so that Nigeria can, have boost in agri productivity, and we can be talking not only food security, but food sovereignty, like other countries are talking now. We have future prospects and expansion goals, and that is why we are calling on all companies to join us, those that are not already using the SeedCodex, the SeedTracker, and now that we are talking of Nigeria Connect, everybody should join us to scale up this to cover all crops and all companies. We are going to work to integrate these technologies, like I said, and of course, we are using this opportunity also to call on collaboration with international seed organizations and others who see the need, to support us in what we do. And of course, this will lead to continuous improvement based on farmers' feedback for the industry. In conclusion, I can confidently say that a seed revolution in Nigeria is possible. We can transform Nigerian seed industry using innovative technologies. It can encourage adoption of use of all classes of seed, particularly the early generation seeds, and livelihood of farmers will be improved, and this will enhance agricultural productivity. The call today is for everybody to support NASC drive for food security, for farmer livelihood, and for seed quality. And our key takeaways are that digital solutions is the key to transforming the seed sector and the seed industry in Nigeria. This is what will help us have better improved seeds in circulation, and this will translate to food security. With our innovative technologies, we are revolutionizing the oversight, regulation, certification, quality assurance, and commercialization systems in the Nigerian seed space, and this will lead to more seed and a food secure country. I must thank all our partners, AGRA, the Gates Foundation, the German Corporation, the Rockefeller Foundation, the UK International Development, IITA, the Collaborative Seed Program, the partnership within the Nigerian Netherlands Seed Program, Pedigree, our technology partners, and Ishrika, all for the support so far. And to all the stakeholders, we thank you ahead as you cooperate with us to make all these technologies work for Nigeria. And I'm sure that when it works in Nigeria, we can scale this to other neighboring African countries, as truly Nigeria is the giant in this seed space. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Folarin Okelola, for that presentation. I believe that we've learned a number of things from that. We know that the SeedTracker, SeedCodex, and all these NASC technologies are here to help us as stakeholders in Nigeria's seed sector to be protected. And I believe that we've learned one or two reasons why it is necessary. Okay, now moving on to our next agenda for today. I'll be handing over to Opeyemi Lamidi as we begin the panel discussion.
Thank you so much, Ayobola. Good morning once again, everyone. I am Opeyemi Lamidi, a communications associate at Wandiville, and I will be moderating to this panel session. In this discussion are Dr. Folarin Okelola, who is the acting registrar of PVP office in Nigeria. And we also have Alhaji Ado Kibiya, who is the president of Seed Entrepreneurs Association in Nigeria, SEEDAN. And we also have Akabir Ibrahim, the national president of AFAN. We already have Dr. Folarin with us on this virtual table. So I'll be going ahead to introduce our second speaker, who is Alhaji Yusuf Ado Kibiya, the president of Seed Entrepreneurs Association of Nigeria, SEEDAN, a seasoned agronomist, entrepreneur, and public servant with decades of experience in Nigeria's agricultural sector. He began his career at the Kano State Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources, where he rose through various roles to become Chief Agricultural Officer, Agric Services from 1980 to 1997. In 1999, he was invited to serve as the Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture in his home state, and later as Commissioner for Land and Regional Planning. Following his tenure, the federal government appointed him Executive Director of Operations at Arable Crops Development and Marketing Place, a former subsidiary of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. Currently, he serves as the CEO of Chimande Nigeria Limited, overseeing 4 subsidiaries, including Chimande Seeds, a leading company in the seed industry. His leadership extends across various private and public enterprises, where he continues to drive innovation, policy, advocacy, and business growth in Nigeria's agricultural sector. Please, let's welcome Alhaji Yusuf Ado Kibiya. So we would move. Okay, welcome, Alhaji.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we would move into the panel session now while we wait for our third speaker to join us. The first question here goes to Alhaji Yusuf Ado Kibiya. So Alhaji, as someone who is deeply involved with seed entrepreneurs in Nigeria, can you please share with us how SeedTracker and SeedCodex have changed the way seed companies certify and distribute seeds, and what benefits have you seen so far?
Well, thank you for having me, and I'm glad to be part of this important discussion. We are all aware seeds is a very important component in agricultural development. And of course, seed production is a very high-tech business, and it involves a lot of work from production up to the marketing part. Just like any other business, seed companies work so hard to provide seeds to farmers. Unfortunately, like we all know, you have people who are not really, they are just laying back to take advantage of. When you see in business, they want to copy. And if you do that for seeds, the end result is farmers will lose. And it's a cycle, one season cycle. So we run into so many issues, especially with marketing. When you go to the farmers incur a lot of loss, lose a lot of money because of one, you buy a fake seed or you buy substandard seeds or even grains. So there was no control. So the seed companies also are losing because anybody who buys seed says seed is bad, and there's no way to monitor it. And gladly, like we've heard from the DG and the Okelula, NASC has tried so hard to look at these issues. How do we control? How do we have good seed to farmers? That means you have to control the system of production right from the farm level by seed companies. I mean, you have to monitor, you have to control, you have to make sure that things are being done right. So the SeedTracker, as it has mentioned earlier, became a solution to all these contending issues that we deal with the seed industry, especially at the marketing stage. It also provides, like it has said earlier, a very good platform where seed companies and NASC and farmers and everybody in the business gets clear data, clear information. Farmers get high quality seeds along the line, and of course curtail all the issues of people who are working to take advantage of farmers. So I would say it's a good thing. It has solved a lot of problems, created barrier where farmers are protected as well as the seed companies. So I think that is one of the major advantages that has been established as of now. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Alaji Kibia. Thank you so much for your insights. And as you mentioned, farmers and seed companies, they face loss because of fake seeds. And you also mentioned how SeedTracker and SeedCodex have bridged these gaps, how they've addressed the issues, especially at the marketing stage. Thank you so much. I'll be moving on to the next question, which will be directed to Dr. Folari. Dr. Folari, you've been in the whole process of seed certification, and you've had diverse experience in the seed industry for years. So what challenges would you say necessitated the introduction of tools like SeedTrackers and SeedCodex, and how have they transformed seed certification in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you very much. What challenges? I would say there are various challenges. You know, we are dealing with human beings, and in most cases, like the president mentioned, a company is producing seed and another company, you know, an unscrupulous maybe or a fraudulent merchant doesn't want to produce but want to circumvent the system and still get his seed certified. So these are some of the things that we've seen. We notice in the council that we need to deploy technology because our virtual observation of certain occurrences was no longer working. You could imagine how big Nigeria is. A company takes you through one way to a farm in somewhere in the hinterland in Kano, and you finish from that field and somebody else called you and take you through another route to the same place. So gradually we started deploying GPS technology, and then we noticed also that for our tags, for example, you see seeds in every place and you see tags and you wonder if these tags were coming to the council, from the council. And then we of course introduced the the SeedCodex, and also to confirm that our officers are doing their work real time, because at times we see people sit somewhere and cook data, not only in the seed system but in even in research, and they send the data. So that's where the seed tracker comes in. So we know real time if the officer is there on the field, what is the data is taking. He cannot go home and later change it and say this is not what I want to send, And of course, we with the map you have seen, we can know all the seed farms or seed fields of all our seed growers, and we can, real time know what they have produced. So these are and many more are the challenges that have led to the introduction of technologies, coupled with the fact that we cover the whole country, but we don't have all the manpower, all the logistic power, all the infrastructural power to be everywhere. So technology is a tool that we have seen will help us, do our work quicker, efficiently, and everybody will trust the work we do. So I think these are what necessitates the deployment of different forms of technology. And we see that it's also what can help in enhancing adoption, so that farmers don't need to leave their villages to the city center to order seeds. The seeds can reach them in those villages, through technology. And this is what we are aiming at doing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Folari. Thank you for mentioning the bottlenecks and how these how these technologies, the role they play in addressing this. You mentioned technology and not having enough manpower to get this seeds, to get these technologies to the farmers, but we really hope that gets addressed soon and resolved soon. And thank you for your efforts so far to address these challenges. And so currently, Akabir is unable to join us. So we don't know if we can get someone from the audience to represent the farmers and share their insights during this panel session. So if we have anyone that can represent, you can please signify by raising your hand, and we will make you an host to join us during this panel session. So I'll be moving on to the next question, which will be directed to Alhaji Yusuf. Alhaji, we know trust is crucial in any supply chain, to get the trust of the seed suppliers as well, the farmers. And so what role will you say these technologies play in building trust with farmers and improving Nigeria's overall seed markets?
Nigeria is a very large country with a diverse cropping system. And we look at the issue of productivity in terms of unit hectare. And we have been faced with lack of high quality materials going to the farmers. And this issue of technology has simplified all the, like I said, from production level, from the seed companies, down to the research. There's control. The council now has absolute data that guides research. It comes to the seed companies and production, and of course distribution to the markets, to agro dealers, and it's a very big thing. So the story has always been a lack of high quality materials for the farmer. Farmers are engineers. They know what they want. But with the technology, it has enhanced the capacity of the seed companies, the capacity of the agency, that is NASC, to control, to have complete information on what goes, like I said, from the research down to the companies. And of course, now significantly also it has improved the production cycle, because you are now having good materials, because gone are the days people will just go and cook figures like from research from the seed companies. Regrettably, people are in business, some they go and buy grains and package and put labels. And you don't know, you have no way to track them. But now with this system, it has made it rather impossible for, and farmers are now being protected. And that is the beauty about the whole thing. Farmers no longer need to worry about materials in the market. And dealers also are also protected. The companies are protected. So now if you want to be in the business, there are protocols established through this technology. And this has been missing for all these years in Nigeria. But now, gladly, like I said, these are things in place which they make they're changing the narratives. So you go to the market, the seed market, you buy a product, you scratch a card, you see a number, you call, you confirm, just like they do in NAFTA. It has never been like this. So I think it has compelled seed companies, like I've been saying, to sit up, to be more responsive to the realities of agricultural production. It also monitors research, because seed companies obtain EGS from research, and there were complaints, and seed companies produce, there's no market, because there are proliferation of all kinds of fake businesses in the system. You end up losing. So that created this kind of dejection in the business. But now with this the technology, it has now enhanced and has provided protection, like I say, for all the levels of the system, down to the end user, that is the farmer. And I think there's improvement. And when I say we, the seed industry are working very hard to cooperate with NASC, so that, like I said, in the end of the day, the Nigerian seed system will be second to none. And it's a big business. And this technology has also brought out the best out of the Nigerian seed system. So I think what happened has been wonderful, and we're supporting it. And like I said, it has provided absolute positive thing from the production, like I said, from research, from seed companies, from the marketing aspect, and finally from the end user, that is the farmer, to have high quality materials, which of course they make money out of it. Yes.
Thank you so much, Araji. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning how everyone is involved from the research process, and how everyone in the supply chain are working to ensure quality of these technologies. Thank you. Architect Kabir Ibrahim is an accomplished architect, an agribusiness dealer, and advocate for the agricultural sector in Nigeria. He studied architecture in Zaria and founded Kebram Associates in 1987. He later transitioned into agriculture, becoming the national president of the Poultry Association of Nigeria in 2008, and subsequently elected as the national president of the All Farmers Association of Nigeria, AFAN. Beyond AFAN, he serves as the president of Nigeria Agribusiness and Board of Trustees, chairman of the National Agricultural Foundation of Nigeria. He has also represented AFAN in the Governing Council of NASC. He is a member of the National Action Committee on AFCFTA and a council member of the Architects Registration Council of Nigeria, ACON. Welcome, Architect Kabir. It is a pleasure to have you here, sir.
Thank you very much for having me. And thank you for the encomiums.
You're welcome. I'll be directing a question to you right now. Counterfeit seeds have been a major challenge for Nigerian farmers. And so we would like to get your insights. Can you please elaborate on how these counterfeit seeds have affected farmers' productivity and profitability, and what role do NASC technologies play in solving the issue?
Well, thank you very much for asking this question to the farmer. The Nigerian farmer is looked upon as poor because of poor yield or low productivity. And a major reason is using fake seed or even grains. Now, counterfeit seeds from unscrupulous sources abound, and some farmers are really complicit in that. But what we are happy with is that the Seed Council and all advocates have now resolved to ensure that the farmer uses seed. And there are many protective measures, many technologies to make the farmer find out the real seed. It is up to the farmer now to go out of their way to ensure that they use good seeds. No matter what you do to fight counterfeiting, even in currency, it's a very Herculean task. But the person using whatever you are protecting is the main person who is supposed to really search out for the correct thing. So the one thing that is very clear on the food seed system now is that it is sine qua non to productivity, and therefore everybody and every effort should be made to ensure that our farmers use good seeds, especially now when we are grappling with food security. The bane of productivity is, among other things, seed, acquisition of good seeds. Once that is done with, or we are able to ensure that good seeds are used, the other things will follow. Of course, insecurity, lack of mechanization, and all that are all factors that threaten the food system. But the one thing that is uppermost and most important is good seed. Good seeds will ensure good and safe food. And that is why we are very happy with all the efforts that we are putting in this matter. We were there from the beginning, from the Seed Act 2019, the improvement on the efficacy of the seed law in 2022, and now, even from the point of view of the NABG, it is part of what we are going to showcase tomorrow, that we have done a lot of work with the Seed Council to ensure that the seed law persists and there are punishments for counterfeiting, and the farmers must use seed to be able to optimize their productivity and for Nigeria to gain food sufficiency and food security. And that's where we stand. All the farmers will ensure that the correct seeds are used now more than any time, because it is only now that we are beginning to get value for our productivity. So we wholeheartedly support and we go along with whatever innovations that come and all the technologies that are put in the seed system.
Thank you so much, sirs. We really appreciate your insights, speaking from the perspective of the seed company, speaking from the perspective, of course, of the regulatory body that is NASC. And at the base of it, right, we have the farmer's perspective, which of course is very important to this discussion. We're glad to have been able to hear from all our panelists today. And thank you so much for that impactful conversation.